Well, getting back to our community connection this morning, we're sharing stories right out of your neighborhoods across the Bay Area. And our community connection centered this morning in Hernando County, the surrounding areas of Spring Hill and Brooksville. Spring Hill in Hernando County, booming right now. Not everybody, though, happy about it. In the works are plans for a lagoon and more housing developments.
But just up the road in Brooksville, city leaders want to keep that portion of the county historic. Brightside Sarah Rosario joins us live with more on what leaders are doing to keep up with the growth while still holding on to the area's authenticity. This is an authenticity that you grew up with up there, Sarah.
Yeah, Jameson, you know, being from the Spring Hill area, we're live at a breakfast spot. It's very popular right now, but growing up here, this wasn't here. This area has grown tremendously, especially with so many people moving to this area like my family did. But just up the street in Brooksville, Hernando County leaders are hoping that Brooksville kind of keeps its historic feel. They take pride in it, and they're also hoping that the city can keep its identity. Here's more on that.
If you've ever taken a ride through downtown Brooksville, you'll get a hometown feel. Established in the 1800s, it's home to many historic buildings and houses. Even still, you'll see cobblestone streets and houses with white picket fences. And you'll be greeted with Southern hospitality, a vibe Mayor Blake Bell says many locals value.
We stopped all large developments in the city of Brooksville, and a big focus on it was making sure that any new developments coming into the city look like and feel like the city of Brooksville.
It's why city leaders passed a 6-month moratorium on growth.
We were working off of really old codes that were put into place 30, 40 years ago before we ever would have known about the growth that was happening in Florida post-2020.
As part of that growth, the Board of County Commissioners approved plans for a lagoon similar to what we've seen in Wesley Chapel and a large housing development off of US 19 in Spring Hill.
Spring Hill is considered an unincorporated area of the county, and it relies on county leaders here for all of its resources, its fire, its police, things like that, with the leaders here in Brooksville. But when it comes to new development, while all of that growth is coming to portions of Spring Hill, leaders here in Brooksville say they want to keep this portion of the county as historic as possible.
I think the people in Brooksville kind of want to keep this old town atmosphere the same, I think.
And we're trying to keep small town small.
But just because they want to keep it small doesn't mean Brooksville isn't growing. The city is in the midst of a downtown redevelopment project, something attorney Brett Lohman sees as an opportunity.
I purchased this building with my law partner actually about 6 months ago. It's called the Jennings Building. It's 1915 it was built in, and it's basically been vacant for the last 40 years.
With more than 12,000 square feet of space, Lohman says they have big plans for this building, including a new restaurant opening soon.
We're bringing in only restaurants, bars, boutique, only things that benefit the tourism and the culture of what we want downtown Brooksville to be.
A chic and welcoming atmosphere, still keeping the authentic hometown feel.
It's really a balancing act, I think, that elected officials face, because while it is important for your county and your city to grow at a smart pace, you also have to do it in a reasonable manner to make sure that you don't lose your identity in the process.
Now, as part of that growth moratorium set in place in Brooksville, city leaders also approved changing the height of apartment complexes. It used to be apartment complexes and condos could be built up to 5 stories. Now they're only limited to 2 stories. They really want to keep it just as small as possible. And also they've put provisions in place to protect large oak trees. When you drive through many streets in Brooksville, you're going to see all these streets covered with these beautiful oak trees, and they want to make sure that it stays that way here in Brooksville. As far as the lagoon that goes in Spring Hill, Hernando County leaders are happy about that, but all the while people are worried about some traffic issues in the area. Work should begin in 2026. It'll be in the northern Weeki Wachee area across from Woodland Waters. Guys.
All right, a proud hometown girl there this morning.
Then we go April 10th, Sarah Rosario Day in Spring
Yeah,
Hill. We get the petition going.
Oh, we can start it now.